Hi, my name's Kat. Thank you for joining me today for this strength full body circuit. So as always, make sure you listen to your body and modify where needed. I will give you some options as well. I'll be using 3 kg dumbbells. If you've got lighter ones, you can use that as well. You may be able to do heavier ones to see how you go. And if you don't have any at all, you can still do the activation and the movements without them. Let's get started. All right, we'll start with a quick warm up. So let's circle into the hips. Getting a bit of mobility, loosening up the fascia, warming up the joints, back the other way. And then the same with the knees. We go in and around. I know it feels really weird, but it's good for the knees. If there's any pain, just do smaller movement and slower. Okay, we'll reverse the other way. Make sure we straighten them completely at the back. Last one. Great, a little twist from side to side. And then we'll come into the spine like a cat and cow. So we open up the chest and then round the spine. Then arch your spine, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So forward and back, round and extend. 2 more. Great, inhale the arms up, exhale around. Trying to get to that end range of motion without compensating anywhere else in the body. And then back the other way. Last one. And then with your legs, bring them nice and wide, hands on your knees. We drop one shoulder down and then the other. Interlace the hands behind, open up the chest. Bring the legs a little closer. Bending down, grab your toes, we bend and stretch the knees. So you don't have to come super deep, we're just stretching into the hamstrings and warming up those quads, your thighs. If this hurts your back, you can be a lot higher. Well, let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Now we'll do a couple of roll downs. So softening into the knees, rounding the spine all the way down, and then push into the feet all the way back. Lift the chin. Couple more. Last one. Hopefully feeling a little bit of warmth in the body. So we do 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We have 6 exercises, but one of them involves 2 legs. So it would be 7 rounds with 3 sets. Let's get started. You can do this one with or without your weights. I'm going to come into a squat and then punch twist. Now if your hips or your lower back doesn't like the rotation, then let your back leg twist with you, so then it's not affecting your back at all. Up to you how deep you want to go. Last one. And bringing the legs together, roll your shoulders back and down. We tuck the elbows in and we go in and out. So it's a tiny movement, but when you open your arms, you want to feel those shoulder blades really pull in towards your spine. So when you keep the chest nice and open, don't let the shoulder blades roll forward. quite a subtle movement. Keep resetting the shoulders if they're rolling forward. Tuck them in towards the spine like you're trying to grab a rolled up $100 note. We've got 5 seconds. Whew, shake it out. All right, this next one you can do without weights if you need your hands. We're getting up and down off the floor. If you need a chair to hold on to or something padding for your knees, absolutely pause and get them sorted. All right, so we go down, down, bring the foot forward, come up, other leg starts, down, down, step forward, come up. If you want to add arms to it, you can stay holding your dumbbells, or you can go chicken wing arms. This is really good for functional movement patterns and mobility and range of motion and the ability to get off the floor. So your quality of life will be so much better as we age if we are able to do this comfortably. Good, that was quick. All right, now overhead triceps. You can just hold one dumbbell like this, or because mine are relatively light, I'm gonna hold them together. So I'm gonna go into a bit of a split position just for balance. Bringing the arms up overhead, elbows tucked in, and bending and stretching the elbows. You want your core to be on to stabilize your torso. We exhale as we straighten, inhale as we bend. Another tricep option, if you don't want to go overhead, is this version. It's like a bicep curl, but you've got to have more of a lean, so you're going backwards instead of focusing on the forward motion. Great. All right. This one involves a bit of balancing. If you do grab a chair, you might want to hold on to it. So we're going to do a lean over position, knee bent, shoulders back, spine straight, and we're lifting and lowering. So we want to try and avoid any movement in the lower back. So your butt will obviously lift and lower, but keep this whole area tucked in. This knee stays bent. You want to feel the glute and the hamstring on the leg that's actually not moving. Try to keep your hips square. Try not to round the shoulders. You'll also feel the feet working very hard to stabilize as well. Whew, shake it out, we'll do the other side. Reset the shoulders, rewrap the core, hinging over, lift and lower. So we usually have one side that's a little bit wobblier than the other, and that's this one for me. Really squeeze into that booty, keep realigning the hips. Ooh, that one seemed to take forever for me. All right, now I'm going to lay down. Wrap your corset on, push your lower back into the floor and bring your legs up. You can frame the hips with your hands if you need to, relax your shoulders. We'll lower, and then on your exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, Exhale, and the goal is to keep your lower back connected and a firm wrapping feeling in the front. So that bit in between your hip bones, you want that to stay really firm, as though you're trying to flatten your belly. So it's not a brace like someone's about to punch you, but it's more of a wrapping sensation. And if you have really clicky hips, you have the option to keep the leg a little bit closer to the body and do toe taps instead. If you want to level up, you can do both legs, but you want to avoid the lower back lifting and any popping in the middle of your belly. All right, that's everything once. Now we're starting back at the beginning. We've got those squat twists. More seconds. Awesome work. That external rotation, shoulders back and down, nice and tall, elbows tucked in, shoulder blades tucked in, and we're moving in and out. So as though we're trying to push our hands back into a wall behind us. And making sure the tips of your shoulder blades at the very bottom of them are tucked in towards your rib cage. So these parts of the shoulder at the front is not pointing down. Tuck it back and down. We exhale at the hard part, which is the squeeze. Inhale on the in. Good. All right, we've got those kneels now, kneeling get-ups. So use your chair to hold on to if you need support. You can also do it, let's go. You can also do it without your weights, so then you can use your hand to help you get up to begin with as well. So we're alternating which leg goes in front, trying to keep our posture in control as much as possible. And when you bring that foot forward, really push into the foot to help lift that other side. And then if you're wanting to add on arms, if your legs are quite comfortable, we go out, down, up. Good. Takes a bit of mobility to actually get the leg in front as well. So to begin with, if that's really tricky, you may need to kind of swing it out wide and then come up. So just do whatever you need to get there. All right, we've got our triceps. So I'm going to have the other leg back this time. Elbows tucked in. We exhale as we extend the elbows. Inhale when they bend. Firmness in the core. Feeling the shoulders. All right, we've got our bent over taps. So belly in, shoulders back, hips aligned, knee bent, lower and lift, lower belly pull up, Embracing the wobbles. They'll always be there, but you just get more mastery over it. Ooh, shake it out. Other side. Hinge and lift and tap. Try to keep those hips aligned. That back leg, you're trying to keep it straight. Supporting leg is bent. Ooh. All right, down the core. So remember, you've got toe tap version with bent knees, straight legs, or double legs. Always frame off the hips, shoulders relaxed, lower back connected. Keeping your corset muscle wrapping in, your deep core. If you're doing double leg, only going down as far as you can keep your lower back connected. If you feel too much tension in your neck, you may want to have the arms open wide. It means your hips don't have as much support though. Ooh. Last round already. Starting back at the beginning. Squat twists. So you can have a wider squat position or a narrow, up to you. I'm going to do a narrow one for my last one. The wider squat position works inner thighs a little bit more. Into our external rotation. Beautiful posture. 2 seconds and go. The heavier the dumbbells go with this one, it becomes more focused on the deltoid muscle. It's really good to do this one with a resistance band, because then you've actually got the pull in the right direction. Last one. Oh, feeling those shoulders. All right, kneeling get-ups. Take your time. Even doing one on each leg is a huge win. All right, down, push into that foot, up, other side. finishing the one you're on. Oof. All right, triceps. We've still got a little bit of a break. 5 more seconds. Deep breath. Let's go. And swap legs. Elbows stay forward. Ooh. All right, balancing taps. Align your spine, align the hips, bend and hinge. Let's go. Last round, guys. We're almost there. If balance is not your friend, sorry I didn't say this earlier, you could have always done this in a tabletop position as well. Or using that chair. And then to intensify, you can get ankle weights to add on to your ankle, or have a resistance band anchored down to something so you've got that pull as well. You can be inventive. All right, aligning, balancing, and hinge. Belly in. So we're avoiding any of this type movement, okay? We don't want it in the lower back. And we don't want to be here either. No locking out the knee. And release. Oof. All right. Let's go for our last one. Our leg lowers, wrapping that core in. Single, double, or bent knee toe taps. And you want it slow and active, so you've got that time and attention. If you've got pelvic floor issues, you can also focus on a little hum of the pelvic floor, so gently drawing it in. If you've got overactive pelvic floor though, don't worry about activating it, just let it do its thing. Awesome work, guys. Hug those knees in. We'll do a quick little cool down. It's always important to return the nervous system back to rest and digest, and to nurture those beautiful muscles that have just performed for you. So we'll hug the knee in, pull it over into a twist, reach behind, so we're opening up the chest as well. And then come through other side. And try and slow down and lengthen the breath. Bring one foot on top of your thigh, hug it in for a glute stretch. other side. Right, coming back up. Moving the arm across, turn your head away. And bring your arm up and over. And then just do a little lean as well, so opening up the side of the body. Other side. And across. Interlace the hands behind, open up the chest. And then interlace in front and round to the spine. And release, shake it out. A little side bend. Up and over. We'll bring one leg out and rock the pelvis forward. So we're sitting on the inside of the sit bones. Nice hamstring stretch. Other side. Deep breath. And we'll finish with our hip flexor and quad stretch. So bring one foot forward, dropping into that front there. Other side. Awesome work, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. See you soon.